okay? Oh!
Why don't you redo that?
I want something just like this.
Hands out of the...
The cooking pro. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. I am in Oregon today with my mom and my grandma, and we are in the kitchen again, and we are going to show you how to make the best tamales. So full disclosure, we actually got this recipe from the Torres women. They shared it with us a few years ago, and the Smith women have taken it on as a Christmas tradition in our house as well. So they've showed us how to do it. Now we're gonna show you how to do it. Today we are doing, what kind of meat?
We're doing pork.
Today we are doing pork. This is pre-made, so you guys can cook your meat however you want. We have done pork, we have done beef, and we have done chicken. So whatever your preference is, choose a meat, or you can just do cheese. So over here is my mom, my mommy, and she's doing the cheese. So
we're just breaking up the queso.
She has queso and she's mixing it with cheddar jack cheese. Also, in this cheese tamale, she's gonna do sliced jalapenos. On this side of the kitchen, we have my grandma. And grandma has masa. So this is what is going to make the actual tamale. We went to a local restaurant where they make masa. We just called ahead to make sure they have it. And she is just kind of breaking it up here. If it's at room temperature, it is easier to spread on the husk. Over here in the sink, we have corn husks, and they are preparing in water. So you do want them to be soft before you make the tamales. They can't be hard like they come out of the package. So these are just tamale corn husks, and you just soak them in water. So you do need one thing to make the tamales, and that is a big steamer. So once you have the tamales wrapped in the husks and everything, you put them in here to steam, and that's how they cook. So you need one of these bad boys. So another tip we have is before you put the tamales into the steamer, take a Sharpie and write on the tamale what kind it is. So if it's a meat and cheese or a cheese and jalapeno, whatever it is, when you take them out of the steamer, you know exactly what they are when you go to eat them. So one of the things that you want to do with your masa is add some type of broth. So if you're making chicken, you can use just the broth from the chicken that you make. And you're gonna wanna add it. This is going to add more flavor to the masa, and it's gonna make it a lot more flexible to work with to actually be able to spread on your husks. Right now, it's not spreadable. With the broth, it will be. So we have our little stations here. We have the meat, we have the jalapenos, we have the cheese, and we have the masa. If you have more people and you can make this an assembly line, if you're making a whole bunch of tamales, that's the easiest way to do it, and that's how we're gonna do it. Ready? Go. Team Smith. Pause in. Woo! Pause in. 1, 2, 3. Team Smith. The first step is taking your corn husks and putting the masa inside. If you have a small corn husk, you can double it up like I've done in this video. You do want the masa to be fairly thin on your husk, so keep working it until it is thin. Once you have the masa in your husk, you're going to want to pass it to the next person in the assembly line. For us, this is the meat, cheese, jalapenos, or whatever you want in your filling. Make sure not to overstuff your tamale. Whatever you want for your filling, you want it to be a thin layer as well. Now pass it to the last person in the assembly line. here you will fold the tamale into its shape as well as fold the paper around it. Once you've done that, place it in the pot and cover everything to steam. Make sure your pot has plenty of water in it. If it doesn't, your tamales might burn. Once you have the pot filled, you are going to steam the tamales for an hour to an hour and a half. Tamales are done. Take them out of the pot and serve them while they're hot. Alright guys, that is how you make the best homemade tamales. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you for the next video.